All right.
Welcome,
How can I
Western
help
Iowa
you?
Tech Community College students. We are sitting here talking with Michelle Fiechtner, the Disabilities Coordinator of Western Iowa Tech Community College. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. Thanks, Mike.
That is awesome. That is awesome. We've been bunkered down. Michelle's working from home. I'm working from home. The students are doing homework from home. And just like when they're on campus, I'm sure things are happening, you know, just like on campus, just like they're at home, anxiety, you know, things that they may not be able to accomplish by themselves, but, you know, we want to take this opportunity to help them with that. And if you're a student at home watching this, make sure that you try it yourself first, right? And then reach out, right? So if technology problems, right? Try to fix it yourself. If not, make the IT department, which is extension 1641, I believe. 1461, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1461. So hopefully you guys are hearing this. Well, Michelle, we got some questions that we wanted to ask you, being the disabilities coordinator. And then we'll end it off, maybe you being able to tell students what maybe they need to do to get through this.
Okay.
Right, from your perspective. All right?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I am pulling up my questions now, so bear with me. All right, here we go. How do I get a hold of my instructor and keep you involved all at the same time?
I think, good question, Mike. I think it's best and easiest to just do it via email. To still email your instructor and loop me into that email. Put me in as a CC, you know, carbon copy me on that email so that I'm also involved. So I know the conversation that's going on between the student and the instructor. And that way I'm also receiving the instructor response. It's always been that way. I've always encouraged my students to do that even before the huge pandemic and all of this, as you're calling it, hunkering down, you know, working from home. I've always encouraged my students to keep me involved with the communication with the instructors if there's accommodation concerns. So same, nothing's changed. Email.
Nothing's changed. Amen.
Email.
All right, that's a good thing. We're going to move on to number two. Number two is, how can I change my IEP plan or my disabilities plan from home if needed?
Okay. Right now, it used to always be to change anything legally, we needed to have additional documentation. I am not requiring that during these current times. Just, again, get a hold of me. A good example is I just took care of something today for a whole program because of a concern that was brought to me and a change that could be made for all of my students in this program with testing accommodations now that we're online. So just we can make changes if possible. If legal, we'll just make those changes. So again, contact me as soon as possible. And we'll put our heads together and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys see the main purpose is communication. We did an interview early with Teresa McElroy, and some of the same things were talked about as far as nothing changes. Make sure that you communicate, and that really puts a help to everything.
Exactly.
All right, here's another question. If I have an emergency situation, who would I contact?
If it's an emergency situation with the accommodation plan or concerning your student rights under ADA, absolutely contact me immediately. Once again, you can contact me via Zoom. You can contact me by email. You can contact me by leaving a voice message on my office phone, and I still respond to those also. So contact me by email, contact me by Zoom, contact me by leaving a voice message on my business phone, my extension 3216.
Wow, Michelle, you are definitely giving them options, right? They're getting the options. This is a good thing.
I hope so.
Final questions, Michelle. Final question. Can I come in and meet with you at your office? If not, how might I get a hold of you?
Okay. Again, right now I'm working from home too. So meeting me at the office is not a possibility at this time, unfortunately. But by Zoom is how I've been meeting with my students, just like we're doing right now. I set up a Zoom session with my
Now,
students. It's real easy app to download onto their phones. Android, iPhone, both work. My students are using both and on the laptop. So we will meet via Zoom. And it's kind of fun. I kind of like it. So we'll get it worked out.
nice,
As always, I'll work it out.
nice. And for you people that don't have internet, you know, you can come up to Western Iowa Tech's parking lot and use their internet services while parked in your car. Of course, don't get out the car, you know, but if you have some internet problems and you need to get a hold of Michelle or Teresa or myself, you know, and your internet's not working, come up to Western Iowa Tech, parking lot 1, and we have awesome Wi-Fi service for you there. So just kind of FYI. Now, Michelle, here we go. We're going to leave you. I want you to leave us with a couple thoughts, if you may, about maybe some things that's helping you get through this, what you can share with our students.
Right. You know, I just want the students to know that they're not in this alone. We're going through it with them too, believe it or not. It's been such a huge adjustment for me with my ADHD to have truly, and my computer skills are like awful, and my students know that about me. I'm a people person, not a computer person. So it's been a huge adjustment. Yeah, it's been a huge adjustment for all of us. So what's really, really helped me is to keep a schedule. I've got a legal pad next to my desk, which is my dining room table, and I make notes constantly, and I go over these notes before I end my day to make a list then for what I've got to do the next day. I think a daily schedule is very, very important to keep yourself on track with this new form of learning of having to go online. And another thing I think is to give yourself breaks. I think it's really important even to set a timer or set your Fitbit watch or your phone, that you take breaks away from the screens. Studies have shown that eye strain and retention is not good with prolonged periods of screen usage. Even the lighting from the computer, from the laptop is not good for our eyes. So take breaks. It's good to get up and move, walk around, get outside, get some sunshine, do some good yoga stretches, eat, get a nutritious snack, grab an apple. So I think it's really important, you know what I mean, that we maintain that normalcy as much as possible, by eating well and exercising, taking breaks, get yourself removed a little bit from that laptop and from that online learning. I think that's important. So daily schedule and taking breaks and taking care of yourself.
I think everybody can use a little bit of that advice right there.
Thank you.
Right. So, well, Michelle, thanks for taking your time and talking with us about this. We're contemplating on doing this more often throughout the week, students. So just know that. Be on the lookout for it. Michelle, we wish you the best, right? God bless you.
Thank you.
We will make it through this, and I'm going to see you on the other side in your office when this is completed.
We will. Everyone be safe. I miss you all.